Mike McCool here in the Royal Examiner studio, and with me today I have Donna Settle. She is the executive director of, you like that?
That sounds good.
Of the Front Row Cardinals. Before you know it, it will be baseball time.
Yes.
Our first game is May 30th. Gosh, that's seems like next week. I mean,
it is. It's literally, we went from like winter to almost summer in literally no time.
A few days. And
yes.
So I see they're going to close the bridge there in front of the stadium. They're going to be working on that. How's that going? That won't affect really. There's like 3 other ways to get in. So
yeah, I think it'd just be confusing at first for people to understand. Okay, now I have to go around. The question is, will the GPS, take them there, and will there be detour signs? So
I'm sure there will be.
Hopefully, everyone gets it all straight, and we'll figure it out. But the Bing Crosby Stadium is there; it's not going anywhere. And
no, it's great. It's great.
Different way to
so we got enough players to play this year. I mean,
we do. We have a full roster this year, Mike.
That's always good.
Yeah, there's 35 players.
Yeah. How's the coach doing this year? When's he going to start coaching?
Well, the coach has already started. He actually is involved in the large amount of the recruiting of the players.
These players just don't show up. There's a recruitment process, isn't there?
There is. Yeah, the whole kind of method to the madness, if you will, because you have to recruit for the different positions. You have to have enough pitchers, you have to have enough infielders, outfielders, catchers, and you have to make sure you have enough of the right ones.
Well, you're looking at the whole team.
Yes.
I always tell people, just because they're really great in one position, they may not be great for the team.
Correct.
And so we got to look at the whole players. How did you do last year?
Last year, not as well as we would have liked to have done in terms of wins and losses. We started out really strong. We thought we had the team to beat, but as it turns out, like in baseball, everyone else studies everyone, understands what they need to do. I don't pretend to be an expert. I've just been watching it from the sidelines, obviously for a long time. So yeah. So what happens is sometimes the guys figure out how to strike someone out, and they don't do as well as they did.
They really study the video of that pitch, don't they? It's all about the pitcher, I think. It's almost, the game is almost kind of, not, maybe it's 50%, I don't know.
Yeah,
but,
I think it's definitely a large majority.
Yeah.
I mean, what happens is we call this is a great pitching league, because a lot of guys come up and they are throwing into the 90s.
Yeah.
And not everyone sees that pitching at that level. Maybe in their college. So it takes them a little while to catch up. And then once they catch up and figure it out, then they normally get better.
I was watching something on YouTube the other day, and it was about the guy was checking out these metal bats,
Yes.
and then measuring the speed and the distance they go. And I was really surprised, and I didn't realize that the ball travels that fast when you hit it, or when you pitch it either. You're going 100 mile an hour. Some of them guys were going 100, 108, 104,
It's unreal. And, in the colleges and also in the high schools and the little leagues, et cetera, they normally play with metal bats.
Right.
When they come here to the Valley, just like the majors, they play with wooden bats.
Yes.
So you don't necessarily have the sweet spot in those metal bats as you would. They've slowed the metal bats down, because they essentially, they were causing lots of problems. So they went to what's called a BB core bat. And I
didn't realize, they're
different technologies.
The technology and how the bats were made and how they're layered.
Yes.
It was very interesting, really. And,
it is.
And all it's kind of like NASCAR, we want all the same, so it's back to the player, not the equipment, So.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
what's going on now? Do we have enough places for our players to stay?
Well, we don't. We're actually in need of 8 more host families. And that's kind of a lot for this time of year.
Yeah.
Things are changing, for different reasons. And we don't have as many host families as we once did. So
I've talked to people that have hosted players before, and they say it's a great experience. And 99.99999 is a real happy, and everybody's really great.
Yeah.
So
what we look for in a host family is to have a place for the guys to sleep, certain rules and boundaries set into place. You don't have to provide meals for all the players. That the Cardinals do that for a large majority of the time.
They play almost every day.
They play every day. Their typical routine is, I think of it like a second shift, right?
Yeah.
So they probably get up, they go to the gym, they normally go to Subway, grab themselves a sub, they come back, they grab their clothes, and and they go to the ballpark and they play and maybe get home between 10 and midnight. Just
right.
depends.
Get on the bus and do it, or play local. Get on the bus. Yeah. So with the homes, so let's go back to the houses. Okay. So what's the requirements? What do they have to?
So requirement is basically, have a place where they can sleep. Let them wash clothes, at their, wherever they wash their clothes. Have a place in the refrigerator where they can store their own food. You don't have to. You
have to cater to them.
You have to cater to these guys. These guys are normally in college. They know how to take care of themselves.
And you get free tickets at a ball game?
You get free tickets to the ball game. You get discount on merchandise. Kids get to go to the camp free. We're having a summer camp this year, just like we do every year. So host families and their kids or grandkids, in some cases, they get to come to the camp for free.
So if you've got teenagers or other kids that play ball, this would be a really good experience to kind of go out and have someone there and
it would
almost kind of like a mentor.
It is. And there's again not a lot of caring feeding for these guys.
Sure.
They're young, anywhere between 18 and 21.
Just don't wake them up early.
They some of them do get up early. Some of them like to sleep in late.
It varies. Like I said, I've known people that have done this for year after year after year because they love it. They think it's just a great experience. And I was talking to somebody the other day. They've been doing it for maybe 10 years or whatever, and they went to their kids' weddings, and they've just formed friendships with these players over the years because it's almost like they've been adopted.
That's true. Yeah, they do. It's kind of like they become in a short period of time.
Sure.
They're normally great role models for the younger kids. We try to make sure that they get involved and interact.
Yeah.
For example, with the Little League, we co-sponsor a Little League night.
Yeah.
This year it's going to be on Saturday, June the 7th. So we have the Little League night. It's kind of exciting. We get the players involved for inviting them to come in early, be able to shag foul balls and play games with them.
They love it.
Sign autographs and have a chance to talk to the players to get them to understand what it's like for the college level experience.
Yeah, it's just like one step away from the majors.
It is literally. We have had several guys drafted from our league. That have actually went on to play in the majors. So it's exciting when that happens.
It is exciting like that. Any surprises going on during this season here? No surprise. Any special games? Because I think we have.
Do have some special games. So to kind of go over the highlights of the ones that I know right now.
Sure.
The first game is the 30th of May, and that game is sponsored by CNC Frozen Treats.
Right.
And that's exciting because everyone gets in free.
That's always great.
It's free is always good, right? So everyone gets in free. So that's kind of an exciting night. The one that I mentioned, June the 7th, that's coming about, that's for all the Front Row Little League and their families that get in free. We have bouncy houses. We have different games that they're going to be involved in, a pie eating contest.
I seen that last year. That was good.
That's definitely a lot of fun. So we're going to try to incorporate a few more fun things for the kids, more games, more prizes, more giveaways for them.
Yeah, because you're looking for sponsors as well to do.
We are. We're definitely looking for sponsors. We have several dates that are still open. Looking for sponsors for either game sponsors, foul ball sponsors.
Sure.
We have some spaces in the outfield that can use a couple more banners.
Sure.
And we'd love to fill that up. The nice thing about the banners is we actually give money back to the high schools. Both Skyline and Warren County get money back from the proceeds of the banners that we sell.
And this is a non-profit organization.
It is 100% non-profit.
Yeah, this is not something that people making tons of money off. Because I think everyone works for basically free. I think you pay your coach, don't you?
Yeah, we pay the coach and the trainer. Because they're two. And we also obviously pay the 3 umpires that have to show up every night.
Yeah. That's something else you don't think about. I mean, there's an umpire league, a profession. I notice at the high school, these aren't just guys from the, parents that show up to coach. These are like professional referees.
Right.
And they're part of this international referee club or whatever they call them.
They are. We as the part of the Valley Baseball League actually interview the umpires and choose which umpire organization that we're going to go with.
Yeah, you can't play without them.
You can't play without them. You have to have them, whether you want them there or not sometimes.
Well, it sounds like it's a season well planned out.
It is.
Last year was great. Of course, the local games, you can watch them on the Royal Examiner.
Yep.
And that's always a great thing. It's amazing. We get hundreds of views of that.
Yes.
And even, especially when the stands are packed,
Right.
they go out in the car in the parking lot and watch it on the...
Right. Or you can even, if you miss the game,
Sure, you can pick it up and watch
you can
it
pick
so
it up
stays on there.
Yeah. There's
go back and see your
lot of
favorite
exciting
player.
things happening.
Well, they're still on there now. You can go back and watch them.
That's right. Yeah.
I've left them on there, so it's great. So that's a great thing. It's all different days of the week, isn't it? So
Yes.
And they start at what time? Like 6, 7?
We start at 7 for games that are basically Monday through Saturday.
Right.
Sunday we're doing a little bit different. We're going to start at 6.
Okay.
Some think maybe we should start at 4. We're just going to ease into this.
Because you do play a couple double headers, don't you?
We don't anymore.
Not anymore. 'Cause
No
you did
more
that
double
before.
headers. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
tough.
It's tough. It depends. I mean, we have the option to play double headers, but we still would have to play 2 9-inning games.
Yeah.
So I'd rather, for fans and folks to come out and enjoy the ball game and be able to see like a full ball game, rather than two
I guess
short
if we don't
ball
have
games.
too many rain days, we're okay.
Right. We need some rain, but not too much. Right.
What are we doing on the 4th of July?
Well, we're doing nothing on the 4th of July.
Well, I mean...
But on the 3rd of July...
The 3rd of July.
There is a big celebration here in Front Royal.
Right.
The Front Royal is sponsoring fireworks. So there is fireworks that are going to be, put off right behind the stadium.
Right after the game.
Right after the game.
Yeah, we done that last year. It was great.
So we're super excited about that.
Yeah.
And strategically, we're also having a game on the Thursday, the 10th, which I believe is the week of the Firemen's Carnival.
Right.
So that's another game. Hopefully, people get to come to the ball game and then see fireworks afterwards.
Right. Well, it sounds like a whole season is planned out already, and we hope that the Cardinals will be the team this year.
Yeah, we really hope so. We do have a great lineup. We're starting to promote and announce the players that are coming in little by little,
Right.
And we have some interns that are doing some of the
Try to
marketing.
do more of that this year too. We'll start teaching because people like to see their name. They want to send it out to mom and dad and grandma.
That's right.
And also other coaches because they're here. They're scouted while they're here. So it's something to be. It doesn't hurt. Press is good.
Press is definitely good.
Yeah.
But just a couple of highlights on some of the players. We have several coming from the West Coast, from California, from Texas. We have some guys that are from Japan that are playing at schools here.
They're big in baseball. Japan.
They're huge.
They
in
love baseball.
I
know.
They love baseball. They're very disciplined. They have a different approach.
Yeah.
So we're super excited to bring some of that talent.
That'd be great.
And hopefully everyone gets to come out and enjoy the time at the ball game. And don't forget, we're looking for those 8 more host families.
We need 8 more, so we want to do that. So we'll put all the information, how you can get a hold of Donna here below the video, and you'll be able to give her a call and check that out, okay?
All right.
Thanks again, Donna. We will see you on the 30th.
All right. We'll see you on the 30th. Thank you.